Alright, so welcome back. Listen, I know that the festival is getting bashed across the entire thing, but there are some great freaking changes that have been added in this festival, and I do want to share them with you here today so that you are aware of what is coming with everything. Again, across the board on events, we didn't really get like brand new stuff, but we did get the return of probably the most favorite events. This one giving you free SSRs. Everyone gotta love the bosses and the same ones constantly on rerun. Let's go. Tower, you know, a new staple to this entire thing. It's dropped every festival, but beyond this, there are some great things that had been returned. Gear Gotcha is not one of them. You know, that's never coming back. It's dead. But other than that, there's some stuff. Let's talk about it here today. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. These are the greatest changes in the 4th anniversary, and one of the worst ones I've seen in a while. First off, a character that I love and I need to level 100 right now because she is worth every single mat you put into her, right here. With this, they now added the function after we have begged for, I think, eternities. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a freaking while. You can now max level the character. Again, for now, I can't do it here because how it works is once you are the character, you can then do it. So again, I'll just show it to you, but clearly SSR, you can't do it just yet. There'll be a button right here. There isn't. Let me show you what it looks like for a UR. Here we go. We got Mael over here. I don't have him leveled up. But if you click this button now, look at that. You now have the function to max upgrade somebody. That is what it's going to look like. It's going to display everything you need. Again, let's say that I don't have enough books. If I go down here, and let's say, you know, that I did have enough, you can just click the button, be good to go at 90. And then if you need the 100, just get the books, come back to it, you're good to go. So a very nice change. It took them about a year and a half. I think we've been begging forever. We've been begging for so long to get this, but they finally accommodated it. They finally have added it. So you now can, as soon as you pull a character, if you've been farming properly and doing all of that, you can just go and level him up right there. Day 1, second 1, minute 1, no delay, have fun. Outstanding change, though again, among some of the bad decisions in the update, I know you'll say whatever, they did great here. So very good, thank you. Hopefully we get some more quality of life updates. I think lately they've been doing some good ones. I'll take this as a massive W. Great job. And by the way, they brought back the one-step token. So again, they listen there. People have been begging for these to like just appear more often. Though it hasn't appeared for a good amount of time, it's finally back. You'll get one for the update. That's going to make it where you can take a character from 0 to 90 just like that. It's going to be outstanding. Again, you can get this in the day 1 of the update if you do right at reset or right at maintenance. As soon as that finishes, do the run in the special dungeon as soon as the 3 hour goes by, and then the reset occurs or whatever time the game comes up. I don't know, between reset and whatever, but after reset, do your second run, and boom, you can just one step on. You'll have to wait like 4 or 5 hours from the update going live, but you'll get it day 1 technically. So that's there. Keep it in mind. Pretty cool. They brought it back. W. One of the biggest changes in the entire update, though I do not have enough anvils, you can now go and store up to 999 anvils per stack, right? So you're gonna have this over here. This counts as a stack. If this is, well, let's say this is a stack, right? It's capped at 99. You can now have it capped at 999, which is going to save a lot of our inventory spaces. If we're saving up anvils for a character to get, you know, built or whatever, guess what? You can now do that and not hoard up too many slots in here. On global, I'm going to at least get down a few slots, which is huge. I have about 1,600 anvils saved up for some of the characters that I have plans to summon for when they drop. So with it, it's pretty good. I think that it took them a while to do this. It's welcome, and I think that they recently did this with like stones a while ago, which was also a huge W. You see, it looks like this, 644. So they're slowly doing it to some things. We don't know in the future if they have plans for anything else. Like stones would be very nice, but there's no gear gotcha, so most of us won't have that many stones lying around. But they are doing more quality of life updates towards some of the items in the inventory, which is really, really cool to see. So again, it is maxed out right now at 66, but if I were to have more, it would say all the way up until 999, which is very, very cool to see. And in fact, we do also have the introduction to the new mode, Hero Arena, that is now changed, where they have removed Labyrinth. I don't know if temporarily or permanently, or here's a quick little guess. Maybe in 2 weeks, when we get a new Labyrinth, around 2 to 3 weeks, they remove Tower of Challenge, and that'll replace with Labyrinth. And boom, that's their plan. We don't really know. It might be that like Hero Arena shuffles out, and then you get Labyrinth, or it's permanent, it'll just remain there. And Tower of Challenge gets removed, and that takes over with Labyrinth, right? We have no idea. They also introduced LR, remember that also. Again, this is not, I'm lying to you. It's difficult when you get to the higher leagues. But most of us can beat the second league, I think, if you're able to be the third one, whatever. But the top one is like 340k. That's hard, right? 300k might be a little bit more straightforward. The one below that's like 250, stuff like that. So Depending on where you are in the game, it's a good mode. It's just like hard to do, and you know, the mats take a while to get. So stupidity, some things, but that's also a change, just know that. They also quality of life this also. They made like the displays better, so it's easier to understand what's happening here. They changed it to this icon, they changed it to this icon. They also changed like the rewards thing here. So they did pretty good on updating this event, so it's a lot more clearer on what you have to actually do. That's a little bit more of an improvement also. But among the W's, right? So again, you saw this also. This was the one last week. This is the new UI. They've used this across the board in a few things in the game so far, which is kind of cool. But again, I digress. Where the stupidity comes in, and this is the worst change I've seen lately. If you go over here to Training Grotto, clearly I have 26 out of 10. They have officially added a cap where you cannot go above 10 anymore. If you have 10, GG's fam, or if you have 26, sorry, GG's, you're screwed. You cannot claim another one until you burn 17 and get to 9 out of 10 and then claim the one. That is how it works now. A huge, abundant, freaking smack in the face. I hate that they did that. They literally capped it the same way they capped the other one. Again, they just don't want you to save these for events, right? They haven't, since I don't even know when, brought back the double drops in the dungeon event. They still haven't. Now, I was like, oh, they'll do it at some point, so if you haven't already spent it, just save them. Save them until then. Well, I screwed you up massively, because now you got to sit there and farm. This event is not on rate up right now, which is a huge W. L, sorry, the hell am I saying? Huge W? Huge L, it's not a rate up. So for future, you now have to know, this is capped at 10. So you have to keep on doing this every single week, or just make sure you have 0, and then in 10 weeks, make sure you get back to 0, right? That's what they did here. I don't know why they did it. Oh, I know why they did it. They want to screw you, right? But just like how your time dungeon keys are limited, this is now limited. If you were saving this for the double drops event, you have to spend them now, or keep losing weeks and weeks of like coins or dungeon keys, because we don't know when it's going to go live again. We have no idea when they're going to relaunch this event. It may take them a month. It may take them 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12. We don't know. So huge L. Don't know why they did it. I keep digressing and saying the wrong word. We know why they did it, but I hate that they did it. So that was also done in the update, which is very, very questionable. It does kind of sour it for me, because I've been saving for so long. Since the last time we had it, it's been weeks, and they already decided, nah, why save them? Get rid of them now, spend them, what are you doing? But yeah, you can't now wait for the rate up event. And again, we don't know if that's been vaulted. It's been a while since the rate up event. So just continue waiting, or you'll have to lose weeks of that, or spend them all. It's up to you. And yes, in the patch notes, they kind of show you everything. This was the bingo event. This was the one that actually got the new UI, which is pretty cool. They added the function over here, as I had mentioned, which again is very, very cool. They improved the lucky bag actually like screen, so you understand the probability better, and it shows you what you got awarded. Pretty nice. And they also, again, as mentioned, increased anvils to that. They fixed all these problems over here, as they always do, which is kind of simple. Nothing beyond that. Again, this is what I mentioned. Training key is now maxed at 10. I don't know why, but again, they chose to do it. So I hate that decision, but it's been done. Again, these are all the events also active. They also add some cooking stuff, which I highly recommend you take advantage of. But beyond that, that's really what the update does entail. They also added LR, which is the biggest community hatred thing for a while, because it will take you some time to unlock an LR character. And at that, it is pretty difficult, which, you know, people keep asking for difficult content. They get said difficult content, and then they're like, why'd you give me difficult content, right? It's always been like that thing for a while now. So at the end of the day, that's really what's been happening and what's been going on. With everything, I think it's still a decent anniversary, and they did pop off, but again, community, it's not really too happy, so I can't say much.